Muhammad gets a revelation in a cave, no eyewitnesses, and then his wife convinces him that he's a prophet sent from God, but he thought a demon was interacting with him.
Precisely.
Can you explain that?
According to tradition, the Spirit says to him, read or recite. He said to him, read. Muhammad said, I don't know how to read. Read it slowly.
He used to go into seclusion in the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone continuously for many days until suddenly the truth descended upon him while he was in the cave of Hira. The angel came to him and asked him to read. The prophet replied, I do not know how to read. The prophet added, the angel caught me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it anymore.
The Spirit is spiritually violating him.
Therefore he caught me up for a third time and pressed me and then released me and said, read in the name of your Lord.
So he tortured him 3 times. Then after the 3rd time, after pressing the life out of him to the point he thought, I'm going to be killed.
Then Allah's messenger returned with the inspiration and with his heart beating severely. Then he went to Khadijah
bin Khuwaylid
and said, cover me, cover me.
Other reports say, I think I'm demon possessed. So Muhammad became suicidal. Every time he'd go to try to commit suicide, it says the Spirit would appear and encourage him, saying, no, I'm Gabriel and you're the messenger of Allah. So Islam started with Muhammad being emotionally, psychologically, spiritually violated. And then every time he goes to end his life, because he'd rather die than be demon possessed. So this is the origin of Islam.
The Mecca, the cube.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It's a pagan artifact. In other words, even the Muslims will tell you that prior to Muhammad, the Arabs were steeped in idolatry. The chief god of the Kaaba, Mecca, was Hubal or Hubble. Hubble is actually Baal. I've documented from Muslim sources. Even scholars of Islam say, yeah, Hubble or Hubal. Hubal means he is Baal. Now, how do we know that Hubble, the chief idol of the Kaaba in Mecca, is Baal? Because the Muslim sources say a man named Amr bin Luhay, went to the Amalekites. Says it. In Syria, they gave him the idol of their chief god, and he imported it back to the Kaaba. Well, you know the chief god of the Moabites and Amalekites were? Baal.
Wow.
So what did he bring back?
A false god.
Well, the name was Baal. So the Kaaba was the shrine of Baal. It's Baal worship.
Whoa.
That too is a pagan artifact. But Muslims like to rewrite history. So you ask them, so was it true that at the time Muhammad, the Arabs were pagans and idolaters and they worship gods and goddesses and Hubble was the chief god? They'll say yes. But they'll say, originally Ishmael lived there. And then Abraham came and visited Ishmael. They built the Kaaba as a house of worship. But in time, the descendants of Ishmael corrupted it and added gods and goddesses. So they rewrite history.
That's nowhere to be found in history.
I'll take you to mosque, we'll become Muslim, to give you pre-Islamic proof, shred of historical archaeological proof that Ishmael ever lived in Mecca. No evidence whatsoever. Secondly, we don't even have any evidence for Muhammad being a physical descendant of Ishmael. Because Ishmael, his mother was Egyptian, Hagar. His father Abraham wasn't an Arab. He's got nothing to do with Arabs. Abraham is a Hebrew, descendant of Eber, Arphaxad. Eber also means crossover. Mother Egyptian, he's African. No connection with the Arabs of Mecca.